These exceptional leaders have played a crucial role in shaping policies, driving progress, and propelling the ecosystem forward. We thank you for taking time out to join us in the penultimate event of Startup 20. We would also like to extend a very warm welcome to Shri Piyush Goyal, sir, Honorable Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Textiles. Thank you for joining us, sir.
We would also like to extend a very warm welcome to Shri Som Prakash, Honorable Minister of State, Commerce and Industry, Shri Rohan Khonte, Honorable Minister of Tourism, IT, Printing and Stationery, Shri Rajesh Kumar Singh, Secretary, DPIIT, Shri Puneet Kumar Goyal, Honorable Chief Secretary of Goa, Srimati Manmeet Kaur Nanda, Joint Secretary, DPIIT, Srimati Rupa Datta, Senior Advisor, G20 Secretariat, DPIIT, Shri Sumit Kumar Jarankal, Director, DPIIT, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav, Chair, Startup 20 Engagement Group. Can we please have a big round of applause for everybody?
Thank you, sir. Can we please have a big round of applause? Thank you for all of that. From an issue note of hope to a policy communique with purpose, I would like to invite Dr. Chintan Vaishnav to share with us the journey of Startup 20 till Goa Sankalpana.
Thank you very much. Let me first thank the dignitaries on the dais for their gracious presence. I have to start with my deepest gratitude to Goa leadership for hosting us in this beautiful and entrepreneurial state. Let me share an anecdote with you. My day job, many of you know, is to serve as the mission director for Atal Innovation Mission, which is India's innovation office, so to say. When I assumed this position, the first state I had a chance to visit was Goa. It was during their annual function called Prudent, which is a celebration of entrepreneurship. And I was really taken by what is going on in this state. It's a small state, largely known as the vacation destination of the nation. But what is fascinating about this state is that the level of entrepreneurship in this state is comparable to a middle to high income country somewhere else. Let me tell you how. Goa has about 400 startups for 1.57 million people. That means one startup in 4,000 citizens. This is much higher than many other parts of India. So this is the place you are in. Something else to note, over 50% of these startups are in hospitality, food, beverages. This is one of the culinary capitals of the world. So I hope you keep that in mind as you are here, while you are here. I will end by just sharing with our leadership that we started this journey of Startup 20 as India assumed the presidency of the G20 and proposed this idea, and all of us, all the nations, decided to go forward with it in a very, very short span of 6 months. We have gone, as Rishika was mentioning, from an issue note to a policy communique that we are all looking forward to consenting on here in Goa. We called this event Goa Sankalpana. Sankalpana is a Sanskrit term for collective resolve. just like you have heard of Paris Accord or whatever. We hope that Goa Sankalpana, once we consent, will go down in history as the first ever startup policy communique that G20 nations and the world scaffolding that they agreed to. With that, once again, my sincere thanks to the Goa leadership for hosting us in this beautiful state. I look forward to much more entrepreneurship from this small state as it exemplifies how to do it for others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing a beautiful journey with all of us. I would now like to invite Srimati Rupa Datta, Senior Advisor, G20 Secretariat, DPIIT, to shed light on fascinating topic of convergence between big businesses and startups. Over to you.
Honorable dignitaries on stage, dear friends and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I would like to start by saying that this is a huge honor for me to be able to discuss about Startup 20 within the G20 context and also on the subject which we are looking at, convergence between big business and startups. And I'm really delighted that I have this opportunity to talk and interact with all of you. I would like to start by saying, before I give my few points, and I'll not talk for long because there are a lot of people after me, I would like to start by saying that this journey actually started from last year, when this idea of India initiating a new engagement group was promoted. And it was in Bali last year when we were there, and government officials and MEA and all of us spoke to each and every country. And there were initially a lot of resentments, a lot of feelings. Why do we need another engagement group? We have so many of them. What will be the purpose served? But we discussed, concept notes were exchanged, bilateral meetings held, several virtual meetings held. And after that, the journey started from January, as Chintanji has mentioned. And look where it has reached now. We are looking at several important issues. We are looking at deliverables and outcomes. And we are also looking forward to this Startup 20 group being taken forward in Brazil's presidency and so on. Now, I would like to say a few words for the topic which has been selected today. I welcome everyone, of course, to the Startup 20 conference, which is being held in the beautiful Goa, where beauty and culture intertwine to create a truly enchanting experience. But the interesting part is that Goa, besides being known for tourism, these days is also being synonymous with carving an identity for itself as a go-go destination for startups. Whether it is local fintech startups like Bingo that provide credit facilities to the small kirana and retail shop owners, or travel tech platforms like Life that offers experimental and existential experiences to tours on electric bikes and aims to provide sustainable tourism. So, startup ecosystem in Goa is has a vibrant throbbing identity, and being part of the Startup 20 mission, it gets more wings to all the startups, and we look forward to all of them doing much better in the coming times. Now, talking about the convergence between big business and startups. Startups have been known to be for their nimbleness, their agility, their easy ability to take decisions even during COVID times and lockdowns, taking very small suggestions to ideas and implementing them, adapting to changes in technology, market conditions and geopolitical issues. Their ability to think creatively has been their markups. There were several issues afflicting them, all that was being discussed in the morning. So I'll not get into that, but startup, this is one of the key hallmark of the startup ecosystem. Now, how do you juxtapose it with the big businesses? The big businesses, on the other hand, have traditional funding avenues, they have structured decision makings, they have clear branding and marketing setups, and they also have long-term plans. So, are we looking at two totally different entities altogether? What it is felt is that no, while these are at the two ends of the spectrum, but they can easily converge and collaborate with each other. What it is felt is that the startups can learn from the experience of the big business in terms of their ability to take decisions, their fundings, their overall long-term strategy, and the big businesses can coalesce their activities with the startups and interact with them to look at the path ahead. They can fund the startups, they can also be mentors to startups, they can help in startups moving ahead, working as catalysts more in this regard. In fact, and they can provide the necessary guidance and stability in this regard, giving inputs regarding access to financing, customer data, navigating market disruptions, etc. I would also like to mention that this convergence is happening. There have been many big businesses who have already started interacting with startups. There are incubation centers, there are common venture capitals and accelerators which are being nurtured, and startups are being mentored. And guidance and resource and networking opportunities are being provided to them. And we have open innovation platforms, hackathons and innovation challenges which will help the startups and corporations to connect and collaborate. In this context, I would like to give an interesting perspective that DPIIT is a lead ministry for both B20 and Startup 20. So we have the oldest engagement group and the youngest one. We are looking at interactions with them and see how we can have crisscrossing of events and convergence of ideas and moving ahead for actual deliverables and outcomes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful words. We now have the privilege of inviting Srimati Manmeet Kaur Nanda, Joint Secretary from DPIIT, to share the promise and future of a startup nation with you.